So guys, today back for another video on the channel. Today we're here for my predicted team between Newcastle United and Wolves. If you didn't watch the preview already, I put it at the top corner. There'll be a link in the description and on the end screen. So if you haven't watched that video already, you can watch this one and then watch the preview straight after. But anyways lads, today Newcastle United have got a couple of injuries and I'm not actually sure who can play and who can't, because from what Bruce said, he hasn't really explained it very well because he's an idiot. But lads, in the video today, we'll look at my predicted team going into the game tomorrow against Wolves. Make sure to leave a like, lads, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot if you could go and subscribe. We want to be aiming for 10k, and I want to hit it as soon as possible. 10k is like a big goal, and if you could go and subscribe to the channel, it would mean a lot. Anyways lads, let's get into my predicted team now. So this is my predicted team for the game versus Wolves. There was changes from our last game versus Man United. We were awful against them. No attacking threat whatsoever. And for me, these players have to come in, right? We'll go from the back up to the top like what I normally do. Darlow, we don't know if he's injured. We don't know. We really don't know. It wouldn't surprise us if I seen Gillespie in. But after Darlow's performances this season, for me, I want Darlow to start, and obviously Gillespie has never played a Premier League game ever before, and going away to Wolves with the attack they've got, I wouldn't be as confident with having Gillespie in goal than Darlow. In the right back row, I've got Javi Manquillo in. The reason being, the reason being, even though Kraft did get the assist for the goal, he basically created the goal versus Man United, he was awful. Defensively, he is dreadful, lazy, right, doesn't commit. Manquillo, right, he's not the greatest player in the world, but you know that he's going to give you some sort of performance, and we haven't had that recently because he hasn't been playing him for some reason. I don't know why. Manquillo in for me. Centre-backs Fernandes and Lascelles. A good fact about them, there's only 10 defenders in the Premier League that haven't been dribble past, and 2 of them are Jamal Lascelles and Federico Fernandes. So for me, them two both start. You don't bring in Shea. For me, you bring in them two. Left back Lewis is going to start. We've got no other left back. He starts there. In the midfield, we don't know about Hayden. We don't know. It's not as serious as what it is. But for me, I wouldn't play him. I've only put him in there because I feel like Bruce will play him. And we haven't really got anyone else. Sean Longstaff's got tonsillitis. Matty Longstaff's getting his fitness back. He played with the under-23s last night in a defeat to West Brom. And Jeff Hendrick can play there, but I don't want to see Jeff Hendrick anywhere near the team. It's a hamstring. He can either play and be absolutely fine, or can come back to bite, and he could be out for a long time. Because a hamstring can either be what's happened with Hayden, like a strain, and he won't be out for long, or he could be out like what's happened to Paul Dummett. Paul Dummett's been out since January. Paul Dummett's been out since last time we played Wolves. That was January. Now it's October. Paul Dummett hasn't played a Premier League game since. And he's had the lockdown period to come back as well. We don't want that with Isaac Hayden, one of our best players. We do not want that with him. In the attack, this has got to be the front four for Wolves. It has to be. To have any sort of chance of getting the win, of getting a point, we've got to play this attack. No Jeff Hendrick or no Joe Linton. I don't think Joe Linton's been bad this season, but you've got to bring in Miggy. You have to play Miggy, and you've got to play Ryan Fraser. Both of them are good on international duty. Joe Linton had some family issues. He's just had a bear, and it's been a stressful time for him. Fair enough, right? With Jeff Hendrick, he lost both their games with the Republic of Ireland, and he was absolutely awful against Manchester United. So for me, you've got to play Ryan Fraser. You've got to give him a start. You've got to give him that run of games, and he will perform. We all know that he can perform, but with Bruce's manager, I don't know if he can. Almon has to start. I don't care if you've got to take out someone. He has got to play. He has got to play. He came on for Man United in the last 5 minutes. Well done, Bruce. Should have been starting. Has to start for me. Maxi playing. Maxi was speaking on I think it was Football Focus, I think it might have been, and he's really enjoying time at Newcastle, and he wants to get more assists this season, and we're seeing him do that against Burnley, and obviously Burnley to Wolves are completely different, but for me, Maxi on the right with Fraser on the left. I wouldn't surprise them two kept switching over if they play. And then up top, Callum Wilson, he's got 4 goals in 5 games in the Premier League. Really good start for him in the season, and let's see if he can get a goal versus Wolves. But anyways lads, that is my predicted team. Do you agree with mine? Obviously we'll know with the injuries and whatnot tomorrow. The only 2 players who I might not be able to see is Darlow and Hayden. Apart from that, every other player who's in has got to start. Maybe, well, if Shelvey, I don't think Shelvey's been good recently, but we've got no one else to play, so he's going to play. Anyways, lads, that's the end of my predicted team. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you off the game tomorrow. How are the lads?